Hi out there in the YouTube, and welcome back to my series. On this one, we're talking about Pisces. Pisces, the pathetic Prince Charming. Yeah. So, pathetic because, it's the fishes, okay? Swimming in opposite directions. So, it's always going to feel conflicted. It has, this good boy complex and this bad boy complex. And they don't get along. They do not mix. They are like two different worlds existing in one person's head. And it can drive them nuts. So, yeah. And Prince Charming, because they're like the chameleon of the zodiac. They can really, because they are so empathetic. They're like the psychic sign. They can just become whatever they are around. So they could be around soccer players and they're playing soccer. And then later on they're in some kind of legal meeting because they're a lawyer, and you're just like, what the hell? It's like two different worlds. And then they have a dark side or something, and they're got a sex dungeon with chains and leather, and you're just like, what? And you'd never know because they keep all of these different components of their life separate. And that's pathetic. A lot of times, they just go with the flow because it's a very spiritual sign. They understand how, we're all deeply connected to God. And, they're spiritual. Even the ones that aren't really religious, they know that, we all have this connection. And yet they forget that, everyone's connected to it, okay? Just in their own way. Just like how Pisces is, in their own way. And they have a really deep spiritual connection. It's the spiritual sign. And it's about letting go of detachments of this world. That means people as well. So, they just kind of, go with the current, and then they're here, and then they go with the current, and they're over here. And the people, they're just a part of the current. They come and go. And that's pathetic. It's hurtful to a lot of the other people. I guess it's teaching the whole life lesson that they're about, which is letting go. Like the movie, Let It Go. Let it go, let it go. Da na 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 na. Well, yeah, a lot of these signs have that kind of, the cold never bothered me anyway. Because that's pathetic, because they live kind of alone. And no one really knows them. Because they don't really know themselves. And that could in many ways be true to all people. I think all people, our life is about knowing ourselves. And because when you know yourself, then you know others and you know God. But a lot of people, they tend to be very religious because of that spiritual component. But pick a religion at random out of a hat, and that could be theirs, dependent upon where they grew up and circumstantial things and their parents and stuff like that influenced them, because they're so psychic and so like a psychic sponge that they would really have soaked up everything from their mother and father, when it comes to who they think they are. And that can often be a struggle for Pisces as they grow up, when they are trying to find themselves. And they have to, a lot of Pisces need a lot of alone time, because being a psychic sponge and taking on the other characteristics of the other people, that's really draining, mentally. It's just exhausting. So, yeah, they can be really charming, and they often are very likable. But if anyone, and this is advice to any sign watching this, that isn't a Pisces, I suppose, that if you really like them, leave them alone. Because if you're a Taurus or something that likes to physically have things tangible, and then you're only gonna drive them away like a fish. Like, and remember that, like Pisces is the two fish swimming in opposite directions. Well, imagine trying to catch two fish. Like, it's slippery as fuck. So, I mean, and they're just gonna swim away. Like, so it's better to be like, at one with the current and all that, and just, let it go. And, yeah, I mean, it's a very spiritual sign, and they're often very happy because they are ruled by Jupiter. So, but, yeah, I don't want to go on and on. So, give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, if you found it relatable to you or to whoever this may concern. Yeah, give me a thumbs up and all that fun stuff. Leave me some comments. And that concludes this series. So if you want me to do another series, like, I can do anything that I can imagine. But I just kind of wanted to do a blunt, quick run through the 12. So I hope that you enjoyed, and you should go and watch them. If you only watched your sign, see what I said about your mom or your brother or your I don't know, whoever it may concern. But bye for now. Mwah.